Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a quorum, so I want to be sure to give people time to come in and sit so that they can be counted. If you please could come in and take a seat, we can begin. Will the tellers please come forward and take a count, please? In order to be counted, you must be seated. Please hold your cards up high. Hold them up over your shoulders so that the tellers can readily see them. And do not put your cards down until the tellers have finished counting. We need 100 registered voters to act on business that contains no money articles, and we need 150 to act on articles over $5,000. Please make sure that any non-registered voters are sitting in the section down front to my left. If you are not a registered voter, please make sure you're sitting down front. Section number 1.
30-30.
30-30. Section number 2.
26-26.
26-26. Section number 3.
79.
79-79. Section 4.
40-40.
40-40. We have 175 voters in the hall. I call the meeting to order. Is there anybody that's here tonight for the very first time that did not attend any of the 3 previous meetings? We have, okay. I was going to try to dispense with my reading of the rules if everybody had been here so that we could sort of move through this quickly. And try to get through all our articles tonight. But given that we have some new people, the duties of the moderator in the government of town meeting not specifically provided by law shall be determined by the rules of practice contained in Robert's Rules of Order, town meeting time, town meeting tradition, and those rules set forth by the moderator. In accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 39, Section 15, whenever a 2/3 vote is required by statute, such a vote may be declared as such by the moderator without a count and be recorded as such by the clerk upon such declaration, provided, however, that if 7 or more voting members of town meeting doubt the vote, a counted vote shall be taken. This is in accordance with Article 12 of the October 27, 2003 town meeting and approved by the Attorney General on November 21, 2003. The warrant, which was duly posted in every precinct and posted in the town website, is the agenda for town meeting. And town meeting will not come to an end until the agenda items on the warrant have been decided either by approval, by being defeated, or no action deliberately taken. The moderator will ask for a motion for each article. Voters should listen carefully to the motion as stated, since the vote and the debate is on the motion, which may or may be slightly different than the article printed in the warrant. And just so that we're very clear, what you're seeing up on the screen is going to be the motion before you. Following the motion, the moderator will ask what the vote was as voted by both the Finance Committee and the Board of Selectmen. And I will ask the Finance Committee if they wish to speak to the article. The Finance Committee may speak to the article or they may defer the explanation. And then debate will be open. Voters should approach the two microphones and must be recognized by the moderator before speaking. Please clearly state your name. Remarks should be limited to the content and specifics of the article. I've appreciated that for the 3 evenings that we've had, that everyone has acted very respectfully, very civilly, and I know that you will continue to do so. Speakers on the floor should not be interrupted by others except when a voter raises a point of order. I will allow for the speakers to speak for 2 minutes. It's not a hard and fast rule. I'm not going to stop you in the middle of your sentence, but we will let you know that your 2 minutes are approaching and ask that you do wrap it up. And the presenter of an article will have 5 minutes. Amendments can be offered to any article being debated, and to offer an amendment, a voter needs to give the text to the moderator, which I can pass on to the town clerk for her records. And the moderator will recognize the mover of the amendment, and the amendment will be debated and voted either up or down. Amendments to amendments will not be allowed. Reconsideration. An article can be reconsidered on any night of town meeting in which it was originally voted. Now, one of the things that I have over the past couple of weeks, I've attended several other town meetings, and one of the things that I would like to do this summer is to come up with some bylaws that will clearly define some of these issues, and then that way it's not left to the moderator's discretion. We will have some hard and fast by rules that will take care of these issues. So that's one of the things that I have on the agenda for this summer to go over, and if you have any suggestions for town meeting, I would appreciate that you would let me know about them as well.
Excuse me, Ms. Moderator?
Yes.
We can't seem to hear from the front speakers. They seem to be off.
What's that?
It's very difficult to hear. It seems like the front speakers are off. The back speakers seem to be working fine, but people are having a hard time hearing.
This one's not working?
Seems like these front speakers don't appear to be working at all.
Tom, is the speaker on? That maybe we could check that. Thank you.
A point of order, Madam Moderator.
Just hold on just 1 second. Just if I could just finish. I would ask that you would please turn off your cell phones. I did notice that at our last meeting there were 4 phones that did ring, and I think it's very distracting, so if you could turn off the cell phones. And once again, I will remind you that there is no smoking on school property. That is a state law. And if you need to have a cigarette, you need to leave school property. Mr. Pasevich?
What you just said about the rules there involving reconsideration, both the Roberts rules and town meeting times both state that the reconsideration can take place anytime during town meeting. That's not that specific night, but it's any time during town meeting, which means if it's reconvened, it can be taking place until the meeting is closed. Okay? I'll take exception there. Now, you just read about reconsideration, you didn't say